to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of February 10th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Nicole Aradix.
Hi there.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing about parenting details big and small, like Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow. And I, for one, am very glad to be done with the Classroom Valentines era of life because that was such a pain. And also because, you know, the offerings for candy hearts and cards for kids are they're just cheesy, and also they're stuck in the past. I mean, yes, I think the candy hearts now say text me instead of call me, but, you know, it's still time for an update, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
When your kids were of the age for that sort of thing, did they have opinions on what they wanted to bring in, or was it all you doing it because you knew it was expected?
No, they knew it was expected, but they also had opinions, for sure.
Because I felt in my case...
My daughter didn't care.
Yeah, and then it's like I'm the one having to make the choices that they are going to be judged on by their peers. And that's
no fun.
No fun.
Right.
I did not heart that. So, possibly the thing we want to update for Valentine's Day is for people in committed relationships only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I mean, like the whole thing of do I need to get my kids like candy and cards and like, well, no. I shouldn't have to, right? Like that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Our husbands should have to get us stuff, and that is the end of it.
Right. We shouldn't even have to get them.
That's right. So we've ranted about cards recently. Yes. I get my husband a nice card for Valentine's Day. It costs a ridiculous amount of money. He looks at it, he puts it on the table, it is never seen again. I could just couldn't I just
but
give
you're gonna from now on you're gonna save it for next year.
That's right. And recycle that sucker.
Yeah, I mean I get that, like, it's February, kids need a little something fun at school, and it's, it's nice to have, like, a little party and games, and, if you're going to do...
I always kind of found that a bit, like, I don't know, it wasn't something that I looked forward to as a teacher, because it was just really fraught with anxiety amongst the kids.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you're, you certainly have to make sure that all the kids give to each other. Like you can't be leaving people out, so that's stressful for the teacher and the parents. And but yeah, like, is there some other way we could do? Because then, then you have to buy cards that say stuff like "I think you're so cute," or
I know.
All I want my kids to say to another kid when they're 8 is like, Happy Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Or thanks for being my friend or something like that. And that's not necessarily what you...
Why is a romantic holiday a thing at school at all?
Well, that's what really bugged me. It's like, this isn't really appropriate for kids.
No.
Right.
I mean, these days, parties in school at all are kind of dicey with food allergies and things like that. And I know it's always, you are no fun when people want to, people don't let kids have any fun anymore, but it's school. You're not supposed to be having fun. I mean, if it's a byproduct, that's fine, but you're not supposed to have parties at school. Why do you need to have parties at school? Why can you not get through the day without a cupcake on Valentine's Day? I think you really can.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should do like fundraising things for a cause, and that be your Valentine's Day thing. We're going to show our loves for dogs.
They have the American Heart Association.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you're putting pressure on parents to give money, and that's maybe not cool either.
Right, exactly.
Just, make the little squares on the math worksheets hearts on Valentine's Day and let it go with that.
Yeah.
No homework.
Enough.
It's just such... I don't know, seems like such an unnecessary thing, especially these days.
Right.
Right.
We can probably thank your friends at Hallmark, Terry.
I know, it is, yes, yes. I was not on the seasonal line.
Well, it's just another opportunity to spend money too, right?
Well, yes. And it's certainly not just Hallmark. It's every single kid's brand.
Right.
You know, every TV show, every whatever has to have Valentine's Day offerings.
But then I feel like it's setting the kids up for failure because, I mean, 99% of them don't, because every kid understands what Valentine's Day is about.
Yes.
Right? And then, especially the high school level, it's just driving me crazy.
Yes.
They still send those silly candygrams to, you know, they have them sent and then like a week beforehand or whatever, somebody goes and buys a candygram for somebody else. And then on Valentine's Day, it gets delivered to the class so that everybody in the class, in front of everybody, so that, you know, the one girl gets a candygram and every other girl is like, their self-esteem plummets to to the depths of despair because nobody sent them a candygram. And then their friends end up getting them for them in future years. It's just such a racket. And it's like,
it really is.
It is a racket.
So bad for self-esteem. And it's just inappropriate. It's not the right place. I could just rant forever about Valentine's Day in schools.
And I feel like, you know, every time I say something like this, like the people are going, you know, can't kids have a little fun? But why do they have to have fun with that? Why does that have to be fun?
Right.
There are other ways to have fun. You don't have to, like, take a romantic holiday and force it into a school setting where it's going to negatively affect the self-esteem of a large portion of the class.
Most of the kids.
Artificially inflate the self-esteem of a small number. It just doesn't seem necessary to me.
No.
And, you know, certainly, what about people who don't have money to spend on that stuff? Do you send your kid in without it, or do you get the cheapest thing at the dime store and then everybody knows it's the cheapest thing at the dime store? And so-and-so's mom got us lollipops and so-and-so's mom had this thing and I just gave them little pieces of paper that they threw in the trash.
Right.
Oh, golly.
Well, I worked in a school that had a lot of immigrants, and so they don't really understand the whole gist of what Valentine's Day is in North America. And then I had children who came from, you know, socioeconomic backgrounds that were not, you know, Valentine's Day cards were not a priority. So I ended up buying bulk Valentine's Day cards. And at the end of Valentine's Day season, and then keep them for next year's. But then they'd be, you know, so that my kids for the next year who couldn't have, or, you know, parents didn't buy them or they couldn't afford them or it just wasn't a priority, so that they still had, so my kids still had cards to fill out and hand out. But
that's nice.
And after that, I just eventually eliminated it altogether. And I think we actually made them in class or something, but they were younger and they still, they were okay with that. So, but there's a whole thing around it. It's not so cut and dry.
No. As with everything, we are such like Valentine to be Scrooges.
We are coming out as against Valentine's Day. Down with love. No expressions of affection allowed.
Wasn't that a movie?
Keep it to yourself. No cupcake for you.
Of course not. That has sugar, Terry.
We disapprove of chocolate.
Heaven forbid.
Anti-hearts and flowers.
That's right.
Well,
my husband's.
I'm sure there's many other holidays we could rant about too, but we're not going to. It's not even a holiday. What is it? It's just like a celebration, right?
It's an artificial construct.
Yes.
It is.
But that doesn't mean that I don't want my husband to get me candy.
Exactly.
Just in general.
Let's just say that this conversation pertains to schools only.
It's not
to marriages.
People in committed romantic relationships should celebrate Valentine's Day. Everybody else gets a pass.
Everybody else.
Have an alternative holiday, you know? You know.
Or let's just say for adults only.
Go to the store and buy all the candy that's on sale on Valentine's Day and eat it to lament your loveless life day.
Oh my gosh.
That's February 15th.
That's pretty dark.
Happy Loveless Life Day.
Get all the remaindered Russell Stovers from Walgreens and have yourself
Leave it to Terry to come up with this positive spin.
That's me. Miss Sunshine.
Well, happy Loveless Life Day, y'all.
Oh my God.
Whether you're celebrating Valentine's Day or Loveless Life Day, the one thing that you will enjoy is our podcast. So please listen. And that's it for today's round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundabout roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.